Okay, I think I'm recording again. Continuing on to get some information for you. Okay, so we know it takes an inordinate amount of time for it to actually return after a change is made. So anyway, what I want to show you now is just this. You can see the noise sample right now, 37.94 for horizontal and 665.7 for vertical. Now, I was told that there was a limiter bad and it was replaced, and that's what fixed this vertical channel issue they were having. I, at this point, don't believe that. I think there's something else. Anyway, you'll notice if I'm going to take a noise sample. You can see the number 664.93, 664.40, 663.84, 663.28, 37.37. And I don't know, maybe I could sit here and just do this continuously and eventually work that 662 down, 662.50 down. But you can see that the amount of change that's occurring, 662.18 to 661.91, it's going to take ages to get it down. And in some cases, it actually doesn't even go down, it goes up. At the moment, it seems to be going down. 661.34, 661.09, 660.93, 36.91 on the top one. You can watch the top one too. 36.86. But the real question is, hey, why is this noise value so high to begin with? I will go look at the 2 microsecond mode, and you'll see that you know, it doesn't look like this at all. And it may stop working completely. I don't know how quickly I can do these noise samples and without crashing it, but I'll try to continue to do them fairly quickly. Uh, I may delay the recording and do this a bunch and then come back because this is going to take forever. I mean, as you can see, I mean, this is insanity. I mean, I, I don't even know how the number got so large to begin with. Why is it such a large number? Oh yeah, I'm radiating, but actually when I wasn't, I'll turn the radiate off, and you can see the data over there. You can see it went down by 1 unit. So maybe I can work it down. But like I said earlier, the numbers were actually going up. I don't know why they're going down now. But this is what we go through all the time with this noise sample. You get a bad one in there. There doesn't seem to be any way to override it to get back to a logical value. Well, for example, let's just bring up the. There's an A scope back here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, A scope here. Okay, you can see at the display. It actually looks a little strange. I'm going to go to unfiltered intensity. You can see that one looks, you know, kind of reasonable. But the vertical one is the one I'm trying to sort out. You can see it just looks weird. I mean, it just looks strange. I don't know why it looks strange, but it does look strange. Um, so yeah, we're going to take a few more noise samples here. I mean, maybe this whole thing about taking noise samples with pulse compression mode enabled is a problem. Maybe we need to disable pulse compression while we're taking noise samples. I don't know, but this is why all the guys, including me, despise the method we use for taking noise samples. I mean, it just literally it takes forever. And if a customer did this, I mean, if this inadvertently got in the state, because it's been in the state now for a while now, and I can't seem to get it out. So if a customer happens to get one in the state, how does it ever recover? Does it have to run thousands of scans to get the noise value back down to a reasonable value? Let's try this. I don't even know what the noise level is supposed to be, but let's just punch in a number and see what we get. Let's just say 20. Try to put in a manual noise level and see what happens to it. Okay, so that's 20. It's obviously needs to be higher than 20. So let's go 30. 30 is obviously not high enough. Let's go 40. See, you can see that doesn't seem to be having any effect on it at all. We'll go 50. And honestly, at this point, I can't really tell you if it's doing anything or not. I'm punching. You can see exactly what I'm doing, and I swear this is. I know when you talk to us on the phone, and it sounds unbelievable when we talk about these things, and we must be doing something completely weird or wrong or something. But this is what we go through, and I just really don't know how we ever. That's the reason fats. One of the reasons that fats get all whacked out. And we go through the fat, we do the calibration, we think we're ready to take data, we take data, we find out the data looks like crap, and we go back and we find stuff like this, and then somebody says, oh, it was the limiter, but was it really the limiter, or was it because we rebooted Edge, or who knows why it was. I honestly don't think this is having any effect at all. You get, oh, okay, all right, so finally we're starting to see something at 400. I find that hard to believe, but you can see it. That's what it's showing. Let's go to 450. Okay, so 450 is obviously, starting to threshold in this area. I don't know what it's going to take to threshold in that area. But anyway, I don't. It's going to be a long movie, but it's worth watching. So let me just take it to 2 microseconds now. So I've actually configured now. I renamed the pulse files and assigned them properly so they have the right value. So I'm just going to go back to 2 microseconds. Okay, so we're at 2 microseconds. You can see the noise looks about right. You'll see these values will update here shortly. Okay, so at the moment those look about normal. Now earlier I had to go through a process of hitting this sample button, a lot to get these down to where they made sense. And I'm going to actually just I'm going to radiate here so we can see a little bit of a signal. So you can radiate it. You can see the signal came up. This is vertical. And I'm going to go to intensity horizontal. You can see those look about the same. And if I go look at the real-time image, there's not really anything out there to see, but it looks normal. So we know that the transmitter and the receiver are working as they should. So now if I go back to 100 microseconds, okay, I'm in horizontal now. You can see the noise level is 39.8, and you saw that change, right? Okay, see now, see what it's doing, and I'm sure this is part of the pulse compression thing, but then, okay, notice when it swings back, it was one way, and then it actually changed. Okay, now it's like this. I'm sure that's because the trigger's not there. So let's go look at vertical. Now you see vertical. vertical doesn't look like it did before. It kind of looks almost just like horizontal, but the noise level is still reading like 450. So the signals look the same, but the noise levels are complete. Oh, look what happened. Did you see that? What was that all about? Let me deradiate and see what happens. If I deradiate, we see that it goes into this state of being just weird all the time. I turn radiate on. Oh, not weird anymore. Then back to weird. Not weird anymore. Then assuming we get back to where the trigger's blanked, we'll see weird again. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Should be coming up on that. Right. Oop, there's weird. No trigger. Weird. So, assuming that's the case, let's try taking a noise sample with it in radiate mode. See if you ever see that radiate drop out. I didn't really see it drop out. I mean, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But, okay. I'm just going to be here doing this for ages. I'm going to actually put this thing in point mode so it's pointing at an azimuth where it's radiating all the time, because I don't know if that's not radiating. I don't know what's causing the problem. But I'm noticing this number is awfully big. You see that number there? Went up then. Okay, so now we're in the state where I think it's just quit taking noise samples. No, I take that back. It's still taking them, but who knows why it's the value that it is. $667, $670. You notice now it's going up. Noise level's going up. Noise level's going up on both of them. For some reason, the noise level's going up. Let's turn the radiate off, and then we'll take some noise samples, see what happens. Noise sample up. Why is the noise sample going up now? I mean, all this could be a result of some post-compression stuff, but like I say, this is the kind of thing that just keeps me on the phone with these guys all day. I don't know what it's going to take to get this stuff straightened out. I mean, we're already back up to 695 now. Now we're up to 698. Now we're up at 698.38. Now we're at 701. I don't get it. Alright, well, in this video, since I'm making it long anyway, let's go up here and go back to 2 microseconds, get back to some sanity mode. You can see it immediately goes back to looking somewhat normal. I'm going to turn the radiate on, take a few noise samples here. You can see they're changing a little bit. The idea is to get it to stabilize by less than 1.1 unit, so you just got to sit here and hit it over and over. Especially when if you're getting ready to do a calibration, you've got to do this a lot. I mean, you really need to get this super tweaked, otherwise you lose that bottom end linearity and sensitivity. Okay, so you can see it looks pretty stable now. We'll look at that's vertical. We'll look at horizontal. See, horizontal looks about the same. Alright, so all I'm going to do is go over here, and you can see I'm at 31.25 meters. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change this to 30 kilometers. And I know I've brought this up before, and it seems to be running this time. Now maybe it was, let's go back to 50. kilometers. Running. Let's go to 15.62 meters. Running. Let's go to 30 kilometers. Running. Okay, so this is a little bit surprising, to be honest with you. So now I'm going to go back to 1000 microsecond pulse compression mode. Running. Let's go to 50. Still running. You can see that waveform. Wow, did you see that when I changed from 30 to 50? I'm going to go to 31.25. So I'm at 31.25 at 50 kilometers. What's the deal? Why is it not running? Go to 30 kilometers. Still not running. Why? Go to 60 kilometers. Still not running. So, what do you think the problem is? I mean, what did I do? You saw everything that I did. I didn't do anything that should have caused it to quit processing data. It just simply stopped for no explainable reason. So let's see if we can. Well, let's try going out. Oh, so you see that it took what? How long was that? It took 30, 40 seconds to finally start processing data again. Let's bring the range into 50, and it doesn't. Obviously, this doesn't look right. 50. Okay, so we're at 50. Looks like somebody else is radiating there, but let's go to 30. Oh, stopped again. Went weird. So, this is the kind of thing I'm talking about. It just seems to be unstable. Let's go back to 15.625. You can see I'm not getting any data. You can just gauge how long it's been. 10 seconds. 20 seconds maybe. 30 seconds maybe. 40 seconds. 50 seconds. 6. I don't know if it's been 60, but as you can see, it's been quite a while. And oh, there it goes. Finally going again. That was at least a minute. At least a minute. Okay, so now I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to do a noise sample just for the fun of it. See what happens down here. Noise sample. Going up. Noise sample's going up. So, we're supposed to gather data tomorrow, and, this I think is going to be a problem. Why is this value so high? I'm going to go reboot the MRP and come back into this, restart Edge, and try the same experiment.